So here are the reasons that we have gone over in the past why moratorium, both in Illinois but elsewhere, should be maintained. The first is that it worked. From 1997 to now, we have not taken in any new radioactive waste from any other state. And over the years, there was at one point a fear that Illinois could have become a central United States repository to store high-level radioactive waste. Fortunately, those plans didn't work out. But because we have a moratorium, no new reactors were built either. The corollary to that, though, is if you do build more reactors, you end up with more high-level radioactive waste, which essentially defeats the whole purpose of why the moratorium was enacted to begin with. In Illinois, and perhaps in the other states as well, we have ample evidence of poor nuclear economics, to the fact that we had to bail out our reactors here over the last 6 years to the tune of over $3 billion. So the economics in Illinois on nuclear and in this region are not particularly good. The third consideration are environmental justice implications, and I'll get to the details of this shortly. The fourth aspect is that market share is impacted by adding more reactors to an already glutted and poorly performing nuclear pool. And also there are some impacts on the ability for the reactors to get online in the transmission grid. The fifth objection, and many of you encountered this in other states, is that nuclear advocates claim that reactors are really essential for us to fight the climate crisis. The opposite is just the case, actually. Nuclear power has a negative impact on addressing the climate crisis. We find that in the world as it stands now, both in terms of climate, but also in terms of war, nuclear power is increasingly vulnerable, and that has implications for Illinois as well. Most recently, though, in May, the Trump administration put out executive orders which have serious effects to compromise reactor safety and reactor radiation exposure standards. Another argument you have probably heard in your state is that nuclear power is needed to power the upcoming data centers for AI. But unfortunately, both AI and nuclear reactors require considerable amounts of water, which will be perhaps in short supply in a climate-disrupted world. So finally, when you take all those as a gestalt, the fact that nobody wants to build these large reactors at the moment anyway, we come to the conclusion that there is absolutely no urgency to repeal our moratorium in Illinois, and most likely there is no urgency for it to be repealed in your state as well.